Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Jimmy. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm here to give you guys my list of 5 items that I wish I had when I first started in the photography journey of mine. And if you're just starting out, I hope this list, along with my accompanying stories and perspectives, can give you some insight on what you need when you're starting out in your photography journey. This is all strictly my opinion, but I hope it helps you save some time and money. I think that's a very good thing.
Number 1, Benro Travel Angel Tripod. Number 2, Camera Backpack. Number 3, Foam Storage Blocks. Number 4, OEM Batteries. Number 5, B+W UV Filters.
Let's begin with item number 1. It is the humble tripod. Mine is the Benro Travel Angel. This is made with aluminum, and it's still got some heft to it. But if you want to make it heavier and not shift anywhere, you can put some weighted stuff on this hook here. It's a very versatile, well-made tripod that has never failed me. It's very secure. The locking joints work really well. This is a twisty type lock, and the other one I have now is also a Benro Travel Angel. It's holding up the camcorder right now, and it's got the flip locks. I recommend the flip locks if you're going to get a tripod. There's many of them out there, and if you're going to get one, maybe on Amazon, check out the reviews first. Don't rely on those cheap ones that come with your camera. I used to use those exclusively when I first started photography, and they will fall over or they'll crumple under its own weight. Those are not to be trusted. Do not use those. I implore you, invest a little bit of money and get a Benro tripod like this, or a Manfrotto, or whatever it is that is out there that has plenty of good, legitimate reviews. I think of the tripod as more than just a tripod. It's an assistant. That's why it's so important. That's why it helps you get really creative. It allows you to have an assistant on set with you while you direct your subjects and you manipulate your scene and the lighting. Your camera and stuff is still waiting for you patiently in the safe arms of the tripod. So this is also very important to have in nighttime shoots as well, when lighting is scarce, and this will help you get the most pristine shots, even very unlikely conditions. So get a good tripod, invest some money into it. If you're using a cheap tripod now, I'm telling you, it will not work in the long run. When you least expect it, it will fall over like mine did indoors when there's no wind going through it. What knocked it over? I still don't know to this day. Item number 2, I recommend getting a nice camera bag. Now, this is not hundreds and hundreds of dollars. It's not made of leather. It doesn't draw all that much attention, but I believe it is weather resistant, and it's got loads of padded compartments inside, perfect for housing my camera lenses, bodies, even memory cards and wires and things like that. I use it when I store things in my office here, but it works well when you're on the go as well. Now, if you don't want something as big as this, by the way, this is also important. If you don't want to get something too big, I think that's a good thing, because if you get something really big, what will you do? You will fill it with more stuff. And then when you go on shoots, you're going to want to bring everything you own. So limit yourself. Get a bag that's not too big and not too small. If you have the guts, go small. But if you have a moderate amount of stuff, a school bag, an overstuffed school bag is a good size for me. That depends how big you are and how much weight you want in your back. But just keep that in mind. If you buy a big bag, you will tend to fill it. Now, another option that I like, that I've gotten first actually before the bag, were these rectangle compartments. And these are all foamy, and even after all these years, they work really well. They have these Velcro straps here and some dividers that you put inside, you can adjust, and you strap it down like that. And this actually fits in my school bag. You put one, and the other one also fits on top if you want 2 of them, which I use. This is enough to carry 2 XT bodies and some lenses and some extra batteries, and I'm good to go. So this helps me to repurpose my school bags instead of buying a whole nother camera bag, which I also own. So This is very good. I should also mention, guys, that at the bottom of this, I forgot to mention this in previous takes of this video, I have like a foam that I've put in here. Let me show you guys. You can buy foam like this in huge rolls for like 30 bucks. I think you can also find these on Amazon. They use these to line cases with. You can kind of crudely cut out a rectangle shape and put it at the bottom of these, which is what I did. So if I had this at the bottom of my bag and I put it down, there's some extra padding in here. If you don't want to buy this, a t-shirt I think would be just fine. One more thing I want to mention about the oversized camera bag here that I have is that it gives you excellent access to all your gear. You lay it down flat like this, you open the zipper from end to end, and it flaps open like this. Now, the good thing about that is, as I mentioned, is the access. The bad thing is that if you don't close it all the way, like really get in there and make sure it's taut, your lens will fall out. How do I know this? It happened to me, and it happened to me twice. It's always when you're not paying attention is when something happens to your gear, and it happens probably at the most inconvenient time. Why? There's never a good time for your gear to be broken. So if it's open even slightly like this, your lens pops out, and the heavier it is, the easier it falls out. I hate that it happened to me. I don't want that happening to you. So if you are scared of that happening, perhaps using something like this with your school bag is a good option. Just be careful with your stuff. Okay, here's item number 3. Original manufactured batteries. These are Fuji brand. These are the ones that I bought extra, and they were very, very expensive. And before this, I used to only get third-party batteries. In fact, I think I made a video recommending third-party batteries. Why? Because they were cheaper. And a lot of people use them. In fact, I bought all mine off of Amazon. And what happened to them? They overheated. They don't last that long, especially if you do video, which I don't. And even then, when I used the features of my camera a lot and turned the screen on, it would eat up the batteries significantly at a faster rate than original batteries. So these are way more expensive. However, they stand the test of time. If you use third-party batteries, I hate to say it, they will fail you in some way. They are not worth it. Do not get third-party batteries. In fact, all you third-party battery manufacturers need to either step up your game or stop marketing bad stuff. I hate companies that sell terrible products, and third-party batteries, time and time again, have always disappointed me. One day I just woke up after my camera had a swollen battery stuck inside it, and I'm like, I'm done with these Wasabi products or whatever brands there are out there right now. I had trouble getting my camera battery out because it was swollen inside my camera. And I found out after making a video about it that so many people around the world have dealt with the same issue. The answer? Get original branded batteries despite the cost. Have many of them on hand so you're never caught in front of a wonderful opportunity without the power to shoot. Okay, so the final item on my list is the highly debated UV filter over your lens. Now, it's highly debated because some people say that it colors your pictures and the final outcome. Yes, maybe that's true, but what easily outweighs that is the peace of mind that I have knowing that my front of my lens is protected somewhat. Now, if I drop my camera, the whole thing's gonna bust open. There's no doubt about that. But if I just kind of like, in my haste, hit a corner of a table and that UV filter isn't there, well, I could have saved myself a lot of hassle. So having a filter on your camera may change your quality of your image on a microscopic level. I don't know, but it's worth it to me to invest in a $50, $60, $70 lens filter. If you're not quite sure which lens filter to get, check your lens. It will have a circle with a line through it. That is the thread size. Again, if you're not sure what that is, call your local or some store that sells lenses like B&H, and they'll tell you which one to get. Every lens that I have has a UV filter from B+W on it. In fact, when I sell my lenses, I usually include it. It makes the buyer feel that their lens that they're buying from you was well taken care of, which it is in this case. Okay, I think that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching my list of 5 things that you definitely need when you're starting out. I think I may make this into a series, and my other video that's coming out are 5 things that I purchased that I definitely wasted money on. Okay, I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching again. I'll see you soon.